Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's been an honor to serve as your national president, and I thank all of you for your support throughout the years. I'd like to share with you a quote from Exchange Club founder Charles Berkey, who in 1911 said, "We are united to serve each other, to supply the wants and needs of our fellow members, and to render them such service as circumstances require. All such dealings should be on the basis of the strictest truth and the highest ideals of honor. In these enterprises which all our community is vitally interested, and in all movements for the betterment of our fellow men, the Exchange Club should be found actively engaged." Well, 108 years later, more than 18,000 members and more than 630 clubs continue to proudly serve our communities with honor and with excellence. We all have moments when we're reminded of why we are members of Exchange. The tremendous pride we feel when we see the impacts of our volunteering and the differences we make in our communities and the lives of our citizens. I'd like to share with you a few scenes from Exchange on my travels this year. Inspired moments that Exchange has created. On September 11th, 2018, I was in the Phoenix area for the Exchange Club of Tempe's Healing Field. There were 2,977 American flags in that field, one for each American life that was lost 17 years previously. Each flag was tagged with a name and that person's story. I found the flag in honor of Commander Dan Shanow, a Naperville native who perished in the Pentagon. During that afternoon, I helped a couple find the flag that had been dedicated to their friend who had been lost on one of the fateful flights. 10 minutes later, I was passing that area again. The man was playing the guitar, and the couple was singing to the flag of the friend that they dearly missed. A healing moment created by Exchange. Also on that afternoon, I saw a young soldier among the flags. She would march 2 steps, turn, salute the flag, and then march to the next flag. She did that 2,799 times. It was over 100 degrees that afternoon. Simply amazing. And at this time, I would like to ask those who have served in our armed forces, would you please stand and accept our gratitude and our thanks? Please stand. In October, I was in the Isle of Palm, South Carolina, for their 10K run for the prevention of child abuse. They had 900 runners that day, including a Citadel cadet who ran all 10 kilometers while carrying the American flag. They raised a lot of money for the prevention of child abuse that day, and they also had a separate fundraiser ongoing that would help to raise funds for installing a special dock on the intercoastal waterway for individuals who had physical challenges, so that everyone in the community could enjoy the waterfront. They were serving their community with excellence. In February, I visited the Exchange Club of Rosenberg, Texas. What a great club. Their members' enthusiasm for Exchange is so inspiring, and they have wonderful fundraisers and projects for their community. What you may not know, though, about the Exchange Club of Rosenberg is that all their members have all overcome developmental challenges in their life. We had a great meeting that day talking Exchange, and at the end of the meeting, the Rosenberg Club members presented me a homemade, club-made plaque with an important reminder. And that's for each of us as an Exchange Club member to be the catalyst of your community. Signed by all the members of the Exchange Club of Rosenberg. More recently, I've attended several Youth and ACE Award presentations. I I heard a young lady in Gulfport, Mississippi explain how she was going to go to college, become a medical professional, and then return to her hometown to serve her community. I met a young man in Aurora who wrote that now that he had overcome significant challenges in his life, he was ready for success. In exchange, our mission is to inspire communities to become better places to live. But I think, as we saw earlier this afternoon, our youth and ACE Award recipients inspire us. In April, I visited Hamilton House, which is supported by the Noon and Morning Exchange Clubs of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Hamilton House is one of Exchange's prevention of child abuse centers. It serves families with our parent-mentor model, but it also conducts medical diagnostics and interviews with children who have been the victims of abuse. It's an extremely comforting environment. Each child's handprint is on the walls as a reminder of the comfort the child had received. I asked the director how many examinations and interviews do they conduct, and she responded 850 per year. That's about 2.5 children per day. Hamilton House does amazing work in the prevention of child abuse, and they couldn't do it without support from Exchange. On Memorial Day weekend, I attended the Mooresville, Lake Norman, North Carolina Field of Flags event. They had 800 American flags proudly displayed in a beautiful field. I was asked to make remarks about Exchange and also about the meaning of Memorial Day. Well, talking about Exchange was easy. Regarding Memorial Day, I chose to read excerpts from letters that my Uncle Don had written to my dad when they were both serving in Europe during World War II. Like all our brave soldiers, they were proud to serve our country, and they wanted to get home safely. Dad and Uncle Don did make it home safely, but many others did not. After the ceremony, a woman came up to me and talked of her dad, who had served in Vietnam. She said her dad made it home as well, but he had left his life in Vietnam. It had changed him. A few moments earlier, we didn't know each other. 2 minutes later, we were hugging as we reminisced about our dads and their service to our country, a moment created by Exchange. These are some of my Exchange moments, and I know each of you have moments as well. The moments that remind us why we're members of Exchange and the tremendous collective impacts we all have for our communities. Together, we are Exchange. We value family, community, and country. We help those in need. We provide hope. We generate smiles. We touch people's lives. And we serve with excellence. And we have fun while we're doing it. So thank you so very much for your commitment and dedication to Exchange's programs of service in Americanism, community service, and youth, and to our national project for the last 40 years, the prevention of child abuse. Thank you for your dedication to Exchange's vision, a strong America, safe communities, and unified people, to our vision of Exchange inspiring communities to become better places to live, to our values of family, community, and country, and to our motto, unity for service. Thank you for serving your community.